Alright, it's March 3rd, 2026, and I'm here in Dayton, Ohio at the National Museum of the United States Air Force, which I've done some videos on in the past. I spent a day here just checking to see what might have changed in the last few years, and really I found very little inside that was different from what I remembered. Didn't see any planes that I didn't recall seeing here before. But I did notice some more planes sitting out on the ramp than I had, or the Airpark as I think they call it, than I remembered. So on my way out, I'm just doing this little video. I think this guy was here before, the Convair, was it the NC-131H total in-flight simulator. I want to say this is one that I'd seen here before. It looks like it's based on a C-131 transport aircraft, which would be a Convair, I believe. And I'm pretty sure they had this guy here before. The Boeing EC-135E ARIA, mobile tracking and telemetry equipped variant of the 707 general type of family aircraft. I don't know if this one was here last. It seems less familiar to me. This will be the was it the KC-135? No, probably something else. Does seem to be an aero refueling type. We'll find out when I get to the sign. Yeah, I was right. It is a KC-135 Stratotanker. I think I was expecting smaller engines, and that threw me off. This has, I think, the newer engines on it. Now, they did have the C-17 here the last two times I was here, but it was parked like way over to the side here facing me, and it was practically the only airplane that was out here in the Airpark. And they don't have a sign for this one, but that's what it is. C-17. And then one I'm about as positive as I can be wasn't here before was the aerial refueling and cargo plane based on the DC-10, or the later version. What was that, the MD-11? I get some of those designations mixed up, so we'll read the sign. This is the same basic type of plane that famously crashed in UPS livery not too long ago. Was it in Memphis? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it is the KC-10 extender. I had it right the first time. Based can refuel U.S. and coalition forces using either a hose and drogue centerline refueling system or the refueling boom. It can carry cargo, personnel, and refueling all at once. This one on display was instrumental in 1986 during Operation El Dorado Canyon, serving as a mothership for an attacking element of F-11s, or F-111s, there we go. Their target was the command center for a Libyan terrorist network in Tripoli. Arrived at the museum in 2024, so that's why I was sure I didn't see it here, because I haven't been here for longer than that. I've had people ask me, why don't they have a C5? Well, the Air Force does have at least one C5 on display in a museum, and that's at the Air Mobility Museum next to Dover Air Force Base in Delaware. And I have a video of that museum with that plane there. It's parked outside, and of course C5s are big operating out of that base, so it was a logical place to have it. They could have one here, but they don't have a place to put it, and their philosophy is to not park more things than they need to outdoors. But they can't put any of these things anywhere except outdoors until they get the funding and all the other stuff that has to happen to build another hangar here, which I think is in the plans, but I think these will be sitting outside for quite a long time yet. And they are also thinking forward about getting one of the present presidential 747s when they retire those. They should get one here. It would be, you know, they are Air Force airplanes, and this is the main Air Force Museum location. Of course, doesn't matter which Air Force museum it is. The majority of planes in them belong to the Air Force Museum as a whole, although not on display here at this location. This doesn't have all the planes by far. Planes at Castle Museum, March Field, Pima Air and Space, Dover, and, you know, other ones. Mountain Home, I think, has a museum. Are all more or less on loan from this museum. So that's all for this video.